great guy. He told me so himself.
Back for another one, as you can tell, in all my glory. I'm going to do this video. Today's going to be a different type of video. I'm going to answer a question. I was getting this question a lot. I was getting how I get to be doing all this stuff here, this magical world we call video and film. Now, I started off like, I bought a camcorder. I just bought one just like take pictures when I went to places, take video when I went to places. But then I saw I was really getting into it. I started this, I'd say 2002, as far as like the video aspect, as far as working with it. And so in this economy, I'm one of the more luckier ones where I don't have to go to a bank. I don't have to go somewhere to get a loan, or I could apply for a government grant. I really don't want the government in my business no more than they have to be, you know what I mean? But people will always tell you, don't use, I had this happen to me a couple times. Don't use your money, use the bank. Well, number one, the bank isn't giving businesses money like that in this economy. So they're fooling you. And number two, you know how much it is to have get a good business plan made up? Like a good one? Like you can get one for a couple $100, you're not getting a good business plan. Sure, you can go to like a college and get a business plan made up, and that's the route I probably would have went to. I went to like the university, got a college kid, maybe do it for $2,000 or even $1,000. But the business plans right there alone, if you're going to pay that money for a business plan, this is my thinking, why not just do what I want to do with the money anyway instead of going through third party? So what I did is I started buying, like I went from SD, like I had a video on the Vario G, was it GZ MG150? That's the one, the video, that was my first camcorder. That was like my first real honest to goodness up to date one, I put it like that. That's what I did. I learned that. I did that. I practiced. I learned a lot off of YouTube, by the way. Like, so in your search bars, if you want to learn stuff like how to do video shoots, do that. Because I learned a lot by doing that. So what I did is I just kept practicing and practicing. I've shot models, believe it or not. A guy like me, I've shot models. Some of them I charge, like, here's the deal I started off with. I'll do your little video for you, but if you make any money off it, we split it down the middle. And it was signed, so it was cool. But I learned not to do it like that no more. So then I upgraded everything, and I'll give you another good source. And like I said, they're not paying me for this. The people I'm gonna mention, they're not paying me for this. But I advise everybody starting out, or if you want to actually learn a little bit, go to videomaker.com or get a subscription to Videomaker the magazine. I think I have one laying around here. I don't think. Let me see. Well, it's videomaker.com and you got the internet. If you can see this, you got the internet. So let's go videomaker.com. They show you all the aspects from A to Z, as far as funding, as far as starting, how to set up, as far as you running a business. Also go to the SBA for that, SBA.gov. It's another good place to go. So what I did is I started getting better and better, and I got my first HD camera, which was the JVC HD30. I have a video up on that, and I discussed that, and I discussed using it, and I started running with that. A lot of other people were like, well, hey, your videos are looking good, can you shoot my video? And like, I really couldn't, because I was working with SD and HD, and I couldn't bring the SD up to HD. No matter what people say, you can't convert up. Like if you got an SD camera and you got an HD camera, you can't convert your footage in your SD camera to HD. You can go down, but I didn't want to do that. So what I did is I got another camera, got the Canon, the M30. Was there M31? My fault. The M30 or M31, one of the two. This is one I'm using right now, the M30, M31. So I started doing stuff. People asked me to come along because they knew I had it. I got paid to basically rent out my equipment, but I got to work on scenes, so I got a little experience. So after that, I was like, well, I think I can do this. So I started doing my little corny stuff, this, that, and the fifth. But then I would talk to other videographers and other video makers. They told me if I'm really serious, I need to upgrade my equipment. which have done. I upgraded my equipment. I got the video about the Panasonic HG 150. Like I updated my lights, green screen, and my software, editing software, and upgraded the computer, my laptop. Like I keep a laptop with me all the time. But my best advice to you is, if you're going to do it, research first. Just don't dive in, head first. Do some research on what you want to do. And like, if you're going to be one, you gotta learn the business side of it too, because there's a lot of legal shit you gotta deal with. And like I said, you don't want to owe the government fucking any money. You don't want the government in your business no more than they have to be. But I might do a video. I'll probably do one. I'll probably talk about it now. I'll probably split this video up where I'm gonna post. There's probably links down there, and I'll probably share this in this video. Like, there's a lot of free equipment you can use that is pretty good. Like for sound, Audacity is a good like free thing. Like I have it. I don't use it. I use Sony Acid, or I use SoundForge or Acid Pro for my sounds. But if you can get the Acid got a free one too. Go to Acid Express. That's what it is, Acid Express. I put the link down there. You get Acid Express. You get Audacity. This is freeware. For conversion, I use Sony Vegas, and I use Adobe Premiere. I'm starting with Adobe Premiere and going through that rigmarole. But there's free ones. I'll put them down there too. Deshunta, what that called? Deshunta or whatever it was called, was one of the best ones. Like, it was free, but the learning curve is steep. But I advise you can use Video Maker. I mean, not Video Maker. You can use a Windows Movie Maker or iCut and all that. But I would advise you can only go so far with those programs. And if you really want to get serious, you got to suck out and pony up some of the money. I advise you to start off with not the basic versions of the software. Start with the next step up. Don't go to the pro unless you just like, whatever, you're going to get anyway. Start with like the next step up. Like, I know with Sony, because that's what I have. I know they have a studio. They have something, Studio Plus, like that, and they got Platinum Plus, and all the way to Pro. I started with Platinum because I probably wanted to do more after I read what I wanted, so I went in and get it. I started like with my microphones. I had to start buying like with the cattails, all this, that. Like, if you're going to do this and do it right, you're going to have to spend some money. You have to spend money to make money. That's a true axiom nowadays. Now and then, people don't want to cut you deals when you do this. Like, I'll cut a deal if I'm getting a service in return. You know what I mean? When I mean service, don't get funny with the ladies, guys. I know what you're thinking. I don't do that because I'm like, I want my money. But learn it. I'm also going to show you how I probably put up how I do my videos now, opposed to how I used to do them. Like, now how I do them, I just write down my thoughts, boom, 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 and I can go in. But other than that, it's not that hard. This is not real hard to do. The hard part is coming up with the information and like coming up with something that'll grab you guys' like attention. I talk about stuff that like myself and others around me and people at my job we talk about. So I'm not talking about anything new here. I'm just talking about what everybody talks about. I just happen to put it in video form. So with that being said, I'm gonna put all the links down here. Check out my next video. I'm gonna show you how to do the video deal, and I'm gonna go out of here. So peace.